takes a long process. Still processing. Oh. And good evening. How are you doing? Hopefully you're doing all right. Thanks for streaming with us. We appreciate it. Make sure the mic's working. Yeah, everything's working. Hopefully you had a good day today. All right, let's start off with the eclipse. Here's a detailed map. Now, I don't know if you know this or not, but the eclipse, the shadow on the Earth, going to be traveling at about 1,100 miles an hour, so pretty quickly. All right, so on April 8th, Monday, starting about 1:27, the totality will move into Eagle Pass. But look at how quickly, by 10 minutes later, we'll be missing or out of the viewing area northeast of Fredericksburg. So it's going to be traveling pretty quick. So the longest amount of totality will be 4.5 minutes there in Kerrville. Eastern Bexar County won't have any totality. Western Bexar County will. So anyway, I can't wait for it. Now, the only question is whether we'll have clouds or whether we'll have clear skies. April's probably not the best month. Could be totally clear, could be cloudy. I'll tell you what I think coming up in just a second. But anyway, temperature right now 67 degrees. The low this morning was 59, a little bit above average. Record low 35, record high 94. Set back in 2000. You know, this time of the year, it can get cold and it can be pretty hot. So record highs in the mid 90s. Temperatures for the rest of this evening, I think, will be in the 60s, and then tomorrow morning should see a low temperature around 62. Lots of cloud cover. There could be some patchy fog here and there. I don't think it's going to be a big deal, but definitely a lot of cloud cover, that's for sure. Temperatures around the area right now, we're sitting at 67, 63 Bernie. Up around Kerrville, 66, Del Rio, 75, and Cotulla is also in the 70s. Real breezy day today. I think that's going to be the case as we head into the Easter weekend, and I'll show you why here in just a second. But right now, winds have died down a little bit. You know, at night, whenever the sun goes down, and at night, the atmosphere tends to stratify, and because what happens is during the day, the sun comes up, mixes the lower part of the atmosphere, and it's all kind of mixed together. Well, at night, when the sun goes down, then everything stratifies and the strongest winds stay above the ground. And at the surface, well, we tend to relax a little bit and the winds tend to come down, and that's where we're at. So I think by morning we'll see winds at about 5 miles per hour, something like that. Okay, so this is what happened today. You see high pressure over to the east of New Orleans, got a trough out to the west. We've got some isobars, breezy day. I think that same pattern is going to play out for tomorrow and also Sunday, with high pressure to the east, trough to the west. We'll be kind of in the middle, and so we'll have humidity, lots of clouds. We'll see a little sunshine and definitely breezy and warm temperatures. That's pretty much how we'll sum up this Easter weekend. It's going to be above average as well. I'll show you the 7-day coming up. All right, so we got an upper level ridge of high pressure, pretty pronounced ridge for this time of the year. That's why this Easter weekend is going to be definitely pretty warm. As we head into Monday night, there's a slight chance the cap's going to be really strong, but right along a cold front, a Pacific front, I think Monday night there's a chance we could have some storms. Some of the storms could be strong. Problem is, it's just not a slam dunk case, that is for sure. Cap is going to be awful strong, so any kind of thunderstorms will be right along the frontal boundary. And I really think because the main the main lift with this system is going to be way up to the north from Oklahoma and northward. As we head into most of next week, we'll have clearing skies, maybe partly cloudy Thursday. The GFS, which that's what this model is, GFS is the only model really that's showing such a pronounced little system coming in on Thursday. So I've got to throw in partly cloudy skies for Thursday. So let's just fast forward all the way to the 8th. And this is right at eclipse time, right there. Okay. If this happens and we've got a big trough out west, out towards the Baja California and California, it's a pretty safe bet that we're going to have some high clouds, at least, coming in from the south and west. We're going to tap into Pacific moisture. We'll have high clouds. You can see here depicted on the model. This is just one model, but the European and the Canadian pretty much doing the same thing right now. Now, this is 10 days out, so things could change, but it's looking pretty much like at least a partly cloudy day, if not a mostly cloudy day, and mainly high-level cloudiness. So let's hope that that doesn't verify and that it doesn't turn out that way, because the viewing will not be perfect if this happens. Again, long way out, grain of salt, but right now it kind of looks like that's what it looks like to me. All right, so as we head through the day tomorrow, we'll start off in the 60s, high tomorrow, should reach the lower 80s again. I think tomorrow is going to be a lot like today, clouds in the morning, mostly cloudy in the afternoon, and then Sunday, pretty much the same. Low starting off in the 60s. I think we'll probably on Sunday, though, we'll probably hit the mid-80s. We'll have a lot of cloud cover. It's going to be breezy. It's going to be a real warm Easter Sunday. By the way, out towards Del Rio, I think mid-90s. Mid-90s out there. Let's see, Eagle Pass, probably the same thing. Let me see if I can back this up a little bit. Right, yeah. I think this particular computer model may be underdoing a little bit. Del Rio definitely could hit 95. I think Eagle Pass, 95. Carrizo Springs, Crystal City, Cotulla, all those southwestern counties and cities, I think mid-90s. And the main difference the reason we won't do that, I don't think, is because the moisture is definitely going to be increased from, let's say Hondo and then eastward, but down to the south and west where it's drier, it is going to be hot Sunday. All right, so let's take a look at the aquifer. 639.8 did go down a little bit. Only a couple of ingredients in the pollen count. I'll be honest with you, I found that a little strange, but oak 8,100 and mold about 260 in light. So oak this time of the year, if you've got the sniffles, it's probably because of oak. Tomorrow, low 62, high 81. Low Sunday 63 with some morning fog around, lots of clouds. Mostly cloudy in the afternoon, breezy. High temperature about 86. And then Monday morning, could have a little drizzle, I think mostly cloudy. Despite the clouds, did the math on this, and I think upper 80s for Monday. Cold frontal boundary comes in at night, 30% chance of a shower or thunderstorm, 76 for a high on Tuesday. It'll be breezy. I think initially it'll be more Pacific air, and then more continental air should come in on Wednesday. Very well that these high temperatures on Wednesday could come up a little bit, but I think lower 70s is probably about right. And then Thursday, upper 40s, mid 70s, and Friday 77. So next week is shaping up really to be nice. It'll be fairly dry and temperatures in the 70s for the first week of April. All right. Well, I hope you have a great Easter weekend. We've got the news coming up a little later than usual, probably a little bit after 11 o'clock. Make sure and watch us, and make sure and watch tomorrow in the morning and evening, and I'll be back Monday morning, I believe. Actually, will I be back Monday? Yeah, I will be back Monday morning. Okay, well, thanks for streaming with us. Appreciate it. Have a great evening.